Welcome to Real Estate Revelations.
All right, before we get started, what is this getup, Barbara?
So this is a Saints outfit that I wear to Saints games. And so this is in honor of the Black and Gold's new uniform and new helmet. And it will be coming out this season. And so this is in honor of the Who Dat Black and Gold.
Thank you for that explanation. Go Saints go. Cheers to that.
Today's topic is
managing buyer expectations, or as I like to call it, the HGTV effect.
funny.
Well, we've all seen the shows on HGTV where a real estate agent takes the buyers to see 3 homes. That's the magic recipe. They select one of those homes and then cut to commercial.
And then they're in the backyard barbecuing with the kids and the mom and the dad and the parents.
Just 3 minutes for commercials and then they own the home.
Right.
So
it's not realistic.
what we're going to talk about is what the true buying process is. And there's a lot that your real estate agent does for you during this time, but you have important roles as well. And the very first thing is your buyer consultation. So you're going to sit with your agent, and the first thing you're going to talk about is, how are you going to pay for this house?
Right. And what can you afford? Do you have a mortgage banker?
And the first thing on that list is, how are you going to pay for the house?
What can you afford?
Do you have cash? And if so, how much cash are you willing to spend? Or if you have to get a mortgage, then you need to talk to a lender and get pre-approved so that you know what you can afford, and then we can look for homes in your price range and not waste anybody's time in la la land like they do on HGTV.
And start the loan process. Find a lender and start talking about what you can afford and what is your price range.
If you're going to be a serious buyer, go beyond the pre-approval, which is a letter that we submit with an offer. Go ahead and start providing the other documents to the lender so that when we write an offer, we can write a strong offer saying that you are well along in the loan process.
These things do matter. It does matter. Don't think it doesn't matter.
So the next thing you're going to talk about with your agent is your needs and wants. Needs first.
Right. And then wants would be like
needs first. How many bedrooms do you need?
Bathrooms. What do you really need? Not what you want, what you need.
Do you need a certain location because of the schools that your children attend? Or because of a certain commute, you don't want to go beyond a certain commute.
Right.
That's part of your needs. But then you really want a 4th bedroom, a swimming pool, a 4th bedroom from a craft room, workout room, all those kinds of things. Those are nice extras that we can try to find for you within your price range and location. So those are the things that, as an agent, we need to start searching for homes for you.
And remember, everything is negotiable. So once you find that house and you want to make the offer, remember it is a long process. It could take up to 30 to 40 days for you to get the loan done and go to act to sale. So it's not quick, immediate, buy the house. And then the tough part is getting through due diligence, which Joy's going to talk about.
So we made an offer, we negotiated and got under contract. And now we're under contract. So now you've got to make that formal loan application. If you didn't do that already, your due diligence period is going to start usually the day after you go under contract. That's the time to do all your inspections, whole home inspection, termite inspection, possibly a video plumbing inspection.
Insurance quotes.
You want to get insurance quotes. And that's really important because the cost of the insurance could affect your loan. So once you get those insurance quotes, you have to share that with your lender. And that's something nationwide people are experiencing rising insurance costs. So if initially the lender estimates that your insurance would be $250 a month added to your note, and that's what's affordable. But we go under contract on a home that, for whatever reason, maybe it's the shape of the roof, the insurance is $15,000 a year or $10,000 a year. Well, do the math. That's $400, $500, $600. So at that point, you may not be able to move forward with that house because of what you're qualified to borrow.
Right. And then once you get through all the pain of the due diligence period, then you come upon the appraisal. And what is an appraisal? Well, it's when someone comes in and it's a certified appraiser that's hired by you, the buyer, through the lender, and then they will assess the home and make sure that it's worth the purchase price. So let's say that the house is under contract for $700,000. Well, they would want an appraisal to come back at $700,000. Think about it like this: the bank has skin in the game. You might have put 20% down, but the bank has 80% invested. So they want to protect their investment. So I think a lot of people don't understand what role the bank plays. Well, they're loaning you the money, so they want to protect their investment.
And what loaning you the money means is that at the closing table, it's the bank that's putting up 80% of that $700,000. The seller's going to get all of their money, and then you're going to pay back the bank. So that's why it has to appraise. They want to make sure it's a good investment. So then you get through appraisal. The last thing is itchy nose. The last thing you're going to do is go back to the home, see any repairs that the seller agreed to make, that those were done and done correctly. Sometimes you bring the inspector back in to look at those repairs. I
do have to say, though, that this is something that I think, should there be some electrical air conditioning? I mean, neither one of us are certified in electrical or air conditioning repair. So we suggest that the inspector comes back and checks if there's anything significant that was done so that they can make sure it was done right. And a lot of times they haven't done it right. So you do want to ask to make sure that the people that are working on the property are licensed and insured contractors.
So after all that's done, it is time to get to the closing table and work with your agent. Your agent is going to help you meet all of your needs, pushing you to make sure that you're providing everything you need to for your loan to continue moving along. So you're going to get to that closing table, and then you will hear the doorbell ring. Ding dong!
And congratulations. Here are the keys.
I hope this has been helpful. And before we go, we do have our question of the day that we like to ask each other.
Right.
Well, you're the one with the question.
Right. So what is your favorite food this time of the year?
Well, that's good you said this time of the year, because this is how I think about food in New Orleans. The rest of the world, the seasons are winter, fall, spring, summer, fall. But in New Orleans, it's crawfish, crabs, shrimp, and oysters. So we're in the summer months, so it's not oyster season. We only eat oysters in months that have an R in them.
And that is true.
So July, no. So not till we get into September. Anyway, so summertime, really crabs and fish, which are two of my favorite.
Yeah, y'all do a lot of crabs.
Things.
So
what about you?
I'm going to say my favorite thing right now is snowball.
It's so hot.
I'll be honest, I get a snowball probably every day. And I'll talk about Chance and Health snowballs down in the Bywater. I was privileged to have a property a couple of doors next door when they first started out, and they are like a star snowball stand. They do have alcohol in their snowballs if you would like, but they have some really cool flavors. But that's a real fun place to go if you're ever around the city. Chance and Health snowballs.
Good to know. All right, thanks very much. Please leave comments and suggestions.
Like and subscribe, and we will be back next week with more information to help you buy and sell property.